What's up, guys? I'm Sean Larson, and I have some of the best proof in the industry that I get results with hot girls. And that proof is right here. Now, this is a girl that I pulled in New York City in the meatpacking district when I was just going out about, approaching girls. And this is a girl that I got from online dating apps. She is half Indonesian, half white. So yeah, I met her on the dating apps, and I got her from there. And here she is, after we've already banged, just chilling with me at my apartment, with her curvy big ass and everything, right? And I think here I was just like getting her a ride to go back home, whatever the fuck, right? So that's what's going on in this clip. And in the next clip here, that's coming up,
Does you? Huh?
yeah. I'm here kissing this girl. She's Asian. She's an Asian girl, and I'm kissing her, and we go to the kitchen, and I ask her to get me a water. Just messing around, like whatever, I just wanted to see if she'll, it's like a compliance test, I want to see if she'll do what I say. That builds investment when I ask her to do something and she does it. And then I kiss her and reward her for doing that, right? All right. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna discuss with you this quote that I keep hearing a lot of times, like in YouTube comments or just like in forums. I see it everywhere. I see people like talking about this thing like everywhere. Basically, they're always saying stuff. This one phrase. It's like, she didn't want me in her prime, and I don't want her in her decline. So yeah, this whole phrase is just like misguided, and I don't think that you should fall for this sort of thinking, because what it really boils down to is that the women who they're going to be able to perceive like under the radar that you are like behaving in like you're angry underneath, and that is due to insecurities and stuff like that. But I'm also gonna mention that this phrase comes from like not becoming her safety net when she gets older and wants to settle down. So it's like assuming that the girl is trying to like, that the girl is trying to like use you as like a wallet, as just like for the support, like as she ages or something like that. The problem is that this only happens when you're leading with money. A girl who likes you for you isn't going to even fit into this category. So, you should of course be, vigilant of like gold diggers and stuff, but like don't completely like, start hating all women like and painting them with a brush and just getting angry at like chicks just for no reason, And another problem, is that most men go into dating thinking that having money is going to get them dates. This isn't true. Okay, so all you're gonna attract as a guy with money are girls who want to scam you out of it by acting like they're interested. Okay, so all you're gonna attract are just like girls who think they can take advantage of you when you lead with money. This is a huge issue with the red pill community, is that they think that by acting rich, by posting pictures of Lamborghinis, with them driving Lamborghinis and so on, that they can get hot girls. This isn't true. I was in New York in 2014 to 2015, 2016, and I was running around the meatpacking district with this guy, this Jewish guy. He had like a BMW 6 Series. It was like a drop top, right? So we would go around riding in there, and then like we riding in the car, and he would stop when we saw some good looking girls, and then I would hop out of the car, and I would approach them, and then we would try to pull them in his car. Many times, like, it didn't work. And many times I even got to pull the girls in my car, which was like just a Mitsubishi, like a Lancer Mitsubishi. It was just a regular car, and I used to pull way hotter girls than him, and it didn't matter. His car didn't matter. It was like it didn't matter as much. Sure, he would pull, but the girls that he would pull, they wouldn't physically escalate with him, right? They wouldn't reciprocate the kiss. They wouldn't reciprocate the escalation. They wouldn't reciprocate at all. Some of the girls they would hook and they would reciprocate, but that would have happened anyways, even if he was driving a fucking shitty car. So what this all taught me is that money doesn't mean shit in the West. What does mean shit in the West is, are you escalating? Are your sub communications good? Like, are you strong in terms of your mindset? Like, can you approach without giving a shit? Like, are you sitting there like thinking about what should I say next, or are you just like confident and you're not like stuttering and stuff like that? Like things like that are huge. Social skills are like a scarce resource in the West because most men don't even focus on that. All they focus on is making money, and they think that that's going to help them. All right, so this is a huge thing. And so, like, all you're going to attract are girls that are just like, just out to scam you by acting like they're interested, by leading with money, so don't do that. You can do it, in fact, if you have game. All right, I've done it. I do it all the time. But the thing is that I developed game first, and then I was using money to attract attention to myself so that I could get more leads that I could then convert with my game. The whole shiny thing, the gold digger thing, like just like flashing wealth is a marketing gimmick. It's a marketing tool. You'll get more attention, but can you convert the attention? That's all that matters. And that requires social skills in game, and that requires calibration, and that requires physical escalation skill and knowing what to do and what her objections will be and so on. Okay. A guy who's been around the block would easily be able to weed out the gold diggers. All right. If you're trying to get rid of girls who have red flags and so on, you're trying to get rid of those girls. You're only going to be able to do that if you have game. Guys this is, by the way, a common reason why rich guys end up getting screwed by gold diggers. It's because they don't have that social skill to be able to differentiate a gold digger from a girl who actually likes them. This is crucial, okay? Knowing game could help you, like, avoid a financial loss of millions or billions of dollars depending on who you are and what you're worth. So it's a huge thing. A guy who's been around the block, I'll say it again, would easily be able to weed out gold diggers because he knows if a girl actually likes him, because when he escalates, she's going to not reciprocate. And even if she does reciprocate, he's going to know afterwards if she's like actually into it or not, right? Guys who just spent all their time making money, they don't have that skill, that social skill, intuition. A lot of them think that just fucking like having money is going to attract girls. But I will admit some girls are really good at pretending to be like in love with you and stuff. But so that is a different topic on its own. But like eventually you can actually test her to see. But anyways, what was I going to talk about? Like we're talking about she didn't want you in her prime, you don't want her to decline and stuff like that. So that phrase is like, I think is kind of dumb. You shouldn't base it off of just that. This is why game and social skills are important. They can save you from getting wrecked. Also, the reality is the opposite in the West, actually. The reality of the situation is opposite in the West. It's the women who actually make a lot of money and the men who aren't making enough, to match up. Like you see this all the time with like these chicks in their 30s. They're always talking about, Like, where are the, like, men, where are the good men or something like that, but they're only going after like certain, like, fucking financial tier of men or something like that. What they're saying is that, where are the dudes with money, essentially, because they're trying to, get a safety net or something. But what was I saying? Yeah, like, don't fucking. The reality is, like, opposite in the West, the women who actually make a lot of money and the men who aren't making enough. And the men then go overseas and they become a third world woman's safety net by getting conned by a chick overseas. You hear this all the time with the passport bros. You're like, they're going to like all these different countries, Philippines, Thailand, Colombia, or whatever. Especially Colombia, those chicks are huge gold diggers. They're getting wrecked by being dumb and having no game and thinking that money's going to carry them. And the same thing happens there, but on a smaller scale. What happens there is that they go overseas, and as an American, they have dollars, so they have higher buying power than the local men in that area. They attract attention from chicks, but they don't have the game to screen out the fucking gold diggers and the women who are trying to con them. And so then they get tricked, and then they bring that chick back, and then they get cheated on, and then the whole bullshit happens where she divorces them, takes half their money, and so on and so forth. All these different things happen, right? So, the same thing we see with the passport bros when they go overseas, and they think that they're smart, but they're really the same. As, like, you need game. All right, so if you want to be successful in dating, you have to show sexual intent up front. If you don't, she's going to put you into whatever bucket you're behaving as, okay? If you're behaving as a rich guy, she's going to see you as a bag, all right? If you're behaving as a perv, she's going to see you as a friend with benefits or a booty call, okay? Ideal situation, by the way. This is why most guys are afraid of being labeled as creeps or pervs, because, society's made it that way. You have to embrace it. You kind of have to not give a shit if a girl calls you any of those things, because when you embrace it, it doesn't affect you anymore, and the women cannot, like, do anything about it. Basically, if you're behaving as a perv, she will see you as a sexual option. This is key to fucking banging a lot of chicks, but also to get relationships and other stuff. If you're behaving like a friend, she will see you as a friend. If you're behaving like a boyfriend, chilling with her after smashing the box, she will see you as boyfriend material, okay? So if you're like, watching Netflix with her or some shit, or she sleeps over, stuff like that, or you go to the restaurant together after banging, this will be seen as boyfriend behavior, and she might start to want more out of the relationship if you do those sorts of things with a chick. Now, only two of the circumstances that I described are probably something that you want. You don't want a chick who's just using you for money and doesn't do anything. She just sees you as a bag. You don't want a chick like that. You don't want a chick who friend zones you. You're behaving like a friend. You're not touching her enough. If you're behaving as a perv, that's good, because ironically, like, very strange thing that going on there is that society has conditioned men to be afraid of that label, right? But that's what you want, and you want the girlfriends, right? You want, like, girls, like, fucking, you want rotations and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, in both of those cases, the boyfriend situation or the fucking friends with benefits situation or the booty call situation, it always requires you to have sex with the girl first. It's the most important thing. And, my thing here is that I want to help guys get across that border, and that's what I do here at Autopilot Dates. My course, Dating App Blueprint, will help you get across that barrier on the dating apps, and we're always updating it. In fact, we're in the process of updating that course right now, and the new version will come soon. But if you join right now, you will get that new version for free. We provide updates to new members, the same as old members and everything like that. So yeah. Dating App Blueprint is my flagship course for dating apps, which is in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you're not ready to do that, at least get the free ebook that shows you 3 proven and tested Tinder bios that's going to at least mark you as like a sexual option with a girl when you are on the app, which is important. It prevents you from getting friend-zoned. Yes, it could make you look like a creep or a perv, but like I said, you want to be differentiated in the girl's mind. So anyways, that's in the description, in the pinned comment, and in also we have dating ads mastery, which is another thing that I'm working on, which is about like running advertisements for dating. Which, I mean, what we do there is like we just send, a bunch of we send a bunch of advertisements directly to your this website what we build for you, where it describes your profile and your pictures, so that the girl fills out an application to do a date with you. So it's like automatic. You don't even have to swipe in that situation, right? It's completely 100% automated. You're just getting dates in your inbox without doing anything. That's a different thing. That's a service that I'm going to be offering soon if I get enough demand for it. If you're interested in that, comment below and let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.